Hi there everybody and welcome once again to the ThermoWorks Barbecue Patio. Today we're bringing the heat with Nate Benson of Uncle Jesse's Barbecue. Nate, it's great to have you here.
Thanks for inviting me.
Nate is currently the #1 points getter for SCA in steak in Utah and #2 for ancillaries. And nationwide, he's #20 for ancillaries and #40 for steak. And today we're going to be making one of your ancillaries, right?
Yes, we're making a cheesecake.
This is very exciting. We're doing a smoked cheesecake, and this is something that you've won competitions with. Is that correct?
Yes, I won my last dessert competition with a cheesecake. So.
Okay, and so we're going to make something that's competition worthy, but that is really easy enough for you to make in your own backyard.
So the crust is pretty simple. We're going to crush a whole sleeve of graham crackers. We're going to put in a half stick of butter, melted butter, and then we're going to do about a tablespoon of sugar. 3 simple ingredients, and it tastes great every time. You want the consistency to be moist, but you shouldn't have any excess oil in there. If you have too much butter, it'll just be greasy in the pan. Yeah.
So now we've got the crust mixed up. We put it in the cups, right?
Exactly. So we're going for about a 1/4 inch in the bottom of the cup. We don't want it too thick, but not too thin either. So. And you just crush these down, get a nice base there. You want them fairly compact. You don't have to go overboard. So once those are in, we're not going to blind bake them. We'll just put the cheesecake on top of it. So the next thing we'll do is start to mix the cheesecake.
Okay.
So I use a fairly standard cheesecake recipe. So to this, we're going to do 4 bricks of cream cheese. Now, one important thing is you want it at room temperature. I try to get mine about 70 degrees or maybe a little bit warmer. It's a little bit cool today, so I put it in the smoker for a few minutes to heat it up. So, this goes in on top. I like to use the sugar to help just break up the cream cheese. It gives you a nice abrasive edge to acts kind of like sandpaper in breaking it down.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the most labor-intensive part of it. You can use a stand mixer or a hand mixer for it, but you can absolutely just use a spatula here. It comes together pretty easily, especially if your cream cheese is already warm. And what you want to see is not clumps of cold cream cheese. Should be fairly smooth with that sugar mixed in there. Okay, so next we're going to add our vanilla and our lemon. And always watch out for the seeds in lemons. Then mix this in until it starts to smell really nice once you have those 2 ingredients.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Okay, our next ingredient, we're going to do the sour cream. We're going to do about a cup of sour cream.
Okay.
We'll add a couple pinches of salt here as well. So it should be about a half teaspoon. Mix this further. Okay, and then the next are our eggs, and we're going to add 4 eggs, and we will add them one at a time and make sure each one gets mixed in prior to adding the next one. Your eggs also should be at room temperature. It just helps keep everything mixing well together. That's what you're looking for, that'll just ribbon off your spatula like that.
That's lovely.
So we're done mixing. So you really want to get them pretty close to the same level on all of them so that they cook at the same rate. If you fill one halfway, it's going to cook a lot faster than
its neighbors.
Yeah, than its neighbors. So we're ready to bake. With cheesecake, more important than time is temperature. We're aiming for an internal temperature on these of 150 degrees. The reason being is so that they stay creamy and delicious, even though they're dense, as opposed to getting a little grainy and curdled.
Right.
So.
Okay. Cool. So about how long does that take?
So in the oven, it goes a little bit faster. I start checking my cheesecakes at about 10 to 12 minutes. In the smoker, I'll go a little bit longer to about 15 minutes before I check it.
So it just takes a little bit longer in the smoker.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. While the cheesecakes are in the oven, as it were, we're going to make some ganache
Yes.
to go on top. Oh, I love ganache.
Strawberries and ganache, I love that on cheesecake.
This is going to be good. All right. Well, here's some chocolate.
So ganache is pretty simple. It's equal parts chocolate and cream. So we're aiming for between 180 and 190. And now that it's up to that temperature, we're going to add it to the chocolate. So we're looking to get rid of, it should be all one color. You can see it's kind of starting to come together. All the brown and the white will mix together, and it'll be a really nice and smooth sauce that's great for a lot of applications.
Absolutely.
It's super simple too. The timer just went off. I'm going to check my cheesecakes. Okay, I can tell that they're not quite to where I even need to check the temperature, but I can tell the back ones are cooking slightly faster than the front ones. So I'm going to spin it around and give it about 5 more minutes, and then we'll check it. Once they're done cooking, I like to put them in, or they need to go in the fridge. They need to solidify.
Okay, yeah.
So let them sit on the counter until they get to kind of room temperature, and then go into the fridge.
Okay.
So that they get nice and set.
And then how do you like to present them? Like what's our service look like here?
So in the muffin tin, it's really nice to just pull it out. Today we chose to do a silver muffin tin, so it looks a little classy.
Okay, yeah.
And so we can just put the ganache on top and then strawberry right on top of that. And it'll look nice, and it's time to dig in, the best part of it.
Great. I'm just going to peel this back and go for it.
Great thing about these ones, you don't even need a fork. You know, it's
little handheld cheesecake. I'm gonna love this. This is delicious.
Well, thank you.
And you know, I wouldn't have thought that you could make cheesecake like this in the smoker. I mean, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to, right?
No.
As long as you control those temperatures, as long as you're looking at what's happening, there's no reason you can't. I recommend trying this recipe. You'll love it. You'll love it.
The possibilities are endless. You can use it for change up the flavors of the topping.
Yeah.
You can add things to it.
You can put caramel on top. You can put a lemon curd on top, blueberries, whatever you want. And you can follow this plan to get to whatever kind of cheesecake you want. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and that you've learned something from watching it. Nate, thanks so much for being here with us. I can't wait to do this again with you sometime.
Yes, thanks for inviting me.
This will be a great time. If you like what you've seen, consider liking and subscribing. Until next time, thank you so much. And from the ThermoWorks Barbecue Patio, happy cooking.